This is the Bay Area Sports Weekly San Francisco Giants baseball report. On Saturday at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, the San Francisco Giants win the second game of their three-game series at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia Saturday afternoon, as the Giants were able to edge out the Phillies by a score of 6-5 in 10 innings, as Giants outfielder Gregor Blanco's suicide squeeze bunt scoring Buster Posey would end up being the potential game-winning run. The Phillies struck first in the bottom half of the first inning, as Phillies second baseman Chase Utley hit a solo home run and made the game 1-0. Then Matt Cain added a home run to tie the game at 1-1. Phillies ace Cole Hamels also added a solo home run in the contest. Since the records that begun in 1919, that pitchers, two starting pitchers hit a home run off each other in the game, it's the first time since the starting pitchers of that same game hit a home run in the contest. First time that happened since 1990. The Giants at one point had a 4-2 lead going into the seventh inning, or the bottom half of the sixth inning, when Ryan Howard took Matt Cain for a 3-run home run that put the Phillies up by a score of 5-4. The Giants were able to come back and score the run on a Melky Cabrera's home run to tie the game at 5-5. Then the game stayed that way until the top half of the 10th inning, where the Giants able to get that suicide squeeze run, as Gregor Blanco's suicide squeeze infield hit scoring Buster Posey ended up being the eventual game-winning run, as the Giants get the win here. The final totals of the ball game: Giants 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors. For the Phillies, 5 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Winning pitcher is Sergio Romo. His record goes to 3-1. The losing pitcher is Jonathan Papelbon. His record drops to 2-4. Save goes to Santiago Casilla, his 24th save of the season. With the win, the Giants remain 2.5 games up in the National League West, because the Dodgers won their game over the New York Mets up the Jersey Turnpike up at Citi Field in New York by a score of 8-5. So the Giants remain 2.5 games up on the LA Dodgers in the National League West, while the Philadelphia Phillies dropped their record to 41-53. They're now 12 games under 500, and the Phillies now are 17-29 at home this season. They own the worst record in the National League, the worst home record in the National League. The Giants and Phillies will be back at it for the final game of a 3-game series, which, by the way, one footnote from that, the Giants, that's their 5th or their 6th win over the Philadelphia Phillies at Citizens Bank Park in the last 8 games, including going all the way back to the 2010 National League Championship Series, where they won 2 games in Philadelphia in Game 1, and of course in Game 6 when they clinched the National League pennant by a score of 3-2. So the Giants have won 6 of their last 8 meetings against the Philadelphia Phillies in Citizens Bank Ballpark in Philadelphia. As a reminder, the Giants and Phillies will wrap up the final game, and additionally, more importantly, the Giants clinch a winning record on the road. The Giants are now, on this current road trip, they're now 4-1 on this current road trip, and they are 7-1 in extra inning games, and 7-1 since the All-Star break. The Giants hopefully to look for a 3-game series sweep of the Phillies on Sunday. It will be Barry Zito on the mound for the Giants and Joe Blanton for the Phillies. It's going to be a pitcher's duel of 2 former Oakland A's will be at it. It'll be Barry Zito, the former National League Cy Young Award winner, against Joe Blanton for the Phillies. The first pitch will be starting at 10:35 a.m. in the morning Pacific Standard Time. BayAreaSportsWeekly.com is sponsored by Metro PCS. Metro PCS for unlimited minutes and phone service. Metro PCS is the official phone of BayAreaSportsWeekly.com. And also a reminder, the Giants and LA Dodgers game, Game 2 of that 3-game weekend series, which was originally scheduled for 6:05 p.m., next Saturday night has been switched to 1:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to accommodate the nationally televised Fox Game of the Week for Fox Sports. So any of you have tickets that says 6:05 for next Saturday's game, those tickets will be honored, and it's a 1:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time starting time, as the Giants will battle the Dodgers in the battle for first place in the National League West. This has been the San Francisco Giants baseball report from BayAreaSportsWeekly.com. I'm Brian Professor B. Davis. BayAreaSportsWeekly.com is your 24-hour news service.